Okay, welcome to Kung Fu Habit number 2. I do apologize for the last video about the Pretendians. It is not about the Pretendians. It was supposed to be about the Pretendians, but what happened was, y'all watched the video. I did everything except for completely keep it on topic, so I do apologize for that. So, we're going to keep this one on topic. I'm also going to check the time, because I know my alarm is not going to go off. Yeah, where is it? Okay, the 7:30 alarm is gonna go off. I guess it'll give me like a 5-minute warning. But anyway, yes, it is 7:30 p.m. in Virginia. All right, so let's talk about these damn Pretendians. So Pretendians, and my nose is running. Damn fucking tastic. That is a wipe, not a tissue. As though that wipe will smell good, I'd rather use natural tissue. All right, now we can begin. So, these Pretendians, let's talk about it. There are a group of black people on TikTok and other social media saying that Native Americans are not the real Native Americans and that Pretendians are actually the real Native Americans. As I have to get more light. So, their MO is unknown. That would be their modus operandi. However, they get into these lives. So we're going to talk about their behavior first. They're also here on TikTok. And if they happen to see this, shame on you. They're between the ages of 29, maybe 25 to 40. Right? And I say 40 as a stretch because there are some that are actually older than me. You know who he is. Initials MF, in case he actually sees this. So, they're going around saying that black people were the original Native Americans and the Native Americans of the day were not the original Native Americans, and they're calling them Siberians and telling them that they're nothing but dogs and all this other stuff. However, these Pretendians have no folklore, no creation stories, and more importantly, they are not native, or at least they're not full native. Now on TikTok, none of us have ever said that they may not have Native American blood or Native American ties, but these motherfuckers are completely rejecting African American heritage. And their favorite lines are, "I can't find the African. I can trace my lineage all the way back to the 1400s." And we all know that census records didn't exist back in the 1400s. Now, there were slave records and counts of who they had as slaves, but outside of that, they had that. These guys have come up with the most fantastical tales of magical beasts and the creatures that own them. They've been 35 feet tall. They've been the size of Godzilla. They ride dragons. They talk to them telepathically. They had telekinetic powers. They're fucking gods. And anything that you can see in the movie Chronicle, they've probably gotten that too. Now, the fact that they had dragons and became slaves and went from being 25 to 35 feet tall giants to people who were like maybe 6'2" at best kind of behooves me of what the fuck happened. And then they talk about the Stargate inside the Grand Canyon and how it can teleport you from old Egypt, which is America, to new Egypt. Now, a lot of this is some speculation that came from some dude named Dan Calloway. I have no idea who the fuck he is, nor do I care, but if he's the cause of all this, he should know that karma does not forget an address. Finally, they are the reason why I put my reconnecting journey on hold. Out of fear that when I can get in touch with the Chickahominy tribe in Charles City, Virginia, that they would think that I'm a fucking Pretendian. So I'm like, well, here's the thing, and I say this on my TikToks all the time. Where were y'all before social media? Because see, I knew I was native, but I'm not full native. I also got outed in the 5th grade. That was just some shit we didn't talk about. No. And in the 5th grade, my teacher, Miss Conrad, outed me, and she's like, "You're part Native American. You're gonna carve the best canoe ever." That was the first epic fail. I did not carve the best canoe ever. I carved something. It was not a fucking canoe. And then, on top of that, it only got worse from there. Then the kids found out, so they would start calling me Tonto and other native things. And then because of Sanford and Son, they would call me Julio. Y'all know the drill. I made a video about it before. But the Pretendians have never answered my question. So if you are a Pretendian and this happens to come across you, where's your folklore? Where's your weapons? Where's your tools? Where's your dragon's claws? Let me explain that. I will explain that. Alright? See, a lot of people don't fail to understand, but these Pretendians do. If you had dragons, that means you had to tame the dragon, or you had to kill it. Alright? If you killed it, and dragons aren't very easy to kill, you would have like the claw of the dragon draped around you as a symbol of victory. Why do I say that, you may ask? Because in a lot of native tales, or in a lot of native hunting techniques, is that we wear the husk of the animal so that we blend in with the animal after we pray to the animal before we take the animal's life. And we use every part of the animal. And that's something that has been told to me since I was a child. Alright? This is why they wear the deer skin. This is why they wear the bear skin. So they can sneak up on the animal. The animal isn't intelligent enough to realize that it's not one of them. And then they take the life of the animal. Alright? To kill a bear is better than better. You know, killing a buffalo is like for eating stuff, but to kill a bear, it has some standing. I forgot what it is, because I don't remember which tribe it's from, but to kill a bear was a thing. But in some tribes, bears are sacred. To kill a wolf is a thing, but in some tribes, wolves are sacred. These aboriginals don't know about stuff like that. They know about dancing with feathers. They know about war bonnets and shit, but they don't know how you earn a war bonnet. They just know that chiefs have them. And when you sit back and you look at these people, and they're doing all of this dumb historical bullshit, and you're like, yo, y'all shouldn't be doing that. And they're like, hey, fuck you, I do what I want. And this is the thing. You will get on TikTok and you will find these people. You will find these people talking about how they had dragons and griffins. And griffins not even an American animal. Not even an American legend. So, but everybody apparently has had dragons. From the west coast of the other world to the new world, everybody apparently has dragons. But the natives have Thunderbird, Coyote the Trickster, Sasquatch, Wendigo, which is not a good guy in some cases. Shapeshifters, everybody has shapeshifters, so we can't really count that. Natives also have dream walking, but everybody has dream walking, so you can't really count that. The woman, the deer woman, the Alaska ice goddess, I can't remember her name, but you know, there are many different Native American tribes. These Pretendians have nothing. They have nothing. They don't know what a hatchet is. They never talk about their Native American weapons. They never talk about the Native American history. This is my great grandmother's axe. She's Native American. It's rusty. I had a couple of things that I would like to talk about real quickly. When I was a kid, my great grandmother once told me you don't leave anything that belongs to your Native ancestors behind. I remember that 2 times in my lifetime. Because once I left my grandmother's radio behind. This is when I got fired from Burger King. And I had to go back and get it. So I went back in and the boss was talking about me like a dog. And it's like, dude, I just came back for the radio. But he was saying shit about me being a half-breed and I couldn't fight my way out of a wet paper bag. And then I will beat your lily white ass right here, right now. And he turned as red as this goddamn button. Hi, Don. Hope you're well, motherfucker. I'm just waiting for the karma to, you know, pay you back for firing me. Anyway, I probably earned that firing. Let's not just put it all on Don. I'll take some of the heat for that. So then after that, I had been riding my bike, and I had the radio in the back, and I got hit by a car, and I spun off. The radio got broke by the impact, but my back hurt, and I got up and rode the bicycle on home, and the lady who hit me followed me back home, and I was good. Dinged up a little bit, but I was good. So you'd imagine that after that, and getting, hit by a preacher the very next week on the same day at the same time at a different location. You would think that falling in a hole in the military wouldn't hurt me, wouldn't damage me, and it did. Fucked up my whole goddamn life. But anyway, point being made, you don't leave anything that belongs to your native grandmother behind. That's just a rule of thumb. I don't know why that is a rule of thumb, but for me, it's definitely a rule of thumb. So, these pretendians, man, they don't know shit about native culture. There are a few of them who got on there and said that, Native Americans lived in teepees while we lived in houses. Houses was not a thing in America for quite some time. Now, the long houses, depending on your tribe, that's a whole different kind of concept versus what they thought was houses, because they were talking about modern day houses while natives were living in teepees. You have to watch the whole video. It's a young black girl. She's darker than me, and god damn it. And she said that natives lived in teepees. All natives lived in teepees, which is not true. All natives do not live in teepees. And usually when they did teepees, they were the nomadic natives that wandered after they came and the food supplies in which they had. But this young black woman said, y'all live in teepees. We live in houses. She's pretty. And she was on her bed talking all this shit. And I'm like, you know what, man? The school system has failed the youth of America on so many levels. But, hey, I'm not a school teacher. This made me want to be a school teacher. Then you have the bionic idiots that, well, we were 30 feet tall. We had griffins. And we could fly and everything. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, how many people in their right mind, and that goes for y'all too on this video, all 387 of you, if you had the ability to fly genetically, would you give that shit up? And if you're a 35-foot giant, would you shrink down to like 5'3" if you had that? I mean, fuck that shit. I'm 5'3". I've been 5'3" since I was like 18 years old. Fuck that shit. If I could be 6'3", hell yeah, I'd be 6'3". But I'm actually so used to this body, I'm happy being short. Hey, there's nothing wrong with being short. I'm 5'3" and a half. I'm just like a half an inch off of 5'4", but I'm okay with being 5'3". Height doesn't make you more or less a man, right? Or more or less a woman, But the thing is that these damn pretendians have got so much shit so twisted that it's not even fucking funny. And they do this shit on a fucking daily basis. Every day. Every day on TikTok. Every fucking day. So when you come across people who are talking nonsense about how they were 35 feet tall and they were gods and queens and shit like that, you've probably stumbled into a pretendian. Please be aware of pretendians. And anybody telling you that Wakanda is a real place in South America and that we are the kids of a jaguar, run. Run really, really fucking fast. The other guy who's also talking about South America is how they had to play like what they did in Battle Angel with Alita, with the balls on the wall thing, that would later mutate into basketball. They're lying, but they were 35 feet tall. I can't make this shit up at the shit that they have made up. I mean, the shit they have made up could write Marvel into some serious adventures. But to each their own. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Echo Fan Grey Wolf. I probably won't make any more videos tonight because I have to get up early tomorrow to go get my car inspected. So, much love and be seeing you.